here, I have a run-of-the-mill barbecue lighter. As you can see, pushing the trigger takes a bit of hard work, unlike a remote, for example. You have to put some effort into it, and there's a reason for that. When you push the trigger, you're working against a small, stiff spring, and all of that work you do is stored as potential energy in the compressed spring. In front of that spring, there is a tiny hammer, so when the trigger is released, the energy stored in the spring is turned into kinetic energy for the hammer. The hammer then strikes something called a piezoelectric crystal, and when you hit one of these, you generate a voltage across the crystal. You'll see two wires connected to the mechanism I showed earlier, and these wires are responsible for drawing the electricity generated by the crystal up to the top of the lighter. There is a little space just before the top, and from here a spark forms which is used to ignite the flammable gas. So, how does this all work?
Piezoelectricity refers to a crystal's tendency to be electrically polarized when placed under mechanical stress. In layman's terms, hitting a piezoelectric crystal just right has an electrifying effect. One of the most commonly used piezoelectric crystals is quartz, and this is due to its abundance in nature. Quartz, otherwise known as silicon dioxide, has to be sliced at a proper angle in order for the piezoelectric effect to occur. This is dependent on quartz's lattice structure. This 3D model of quartz may seem complicated, but if we look at it from just the right angle, we can see a hexagonal shape in the middle. For simplicity's sake, we'll view this hexagon as a ring. The silicon and the hexagonal structure have a net positive charge, while the oxygen have a net negative charge. This is due to each individual element's electron affinity, or their tendency to hold on to electrons. When undisturbed, the charge for this molecule is in its center and is stable. However, when a force is applied to the quartz, this balance shifts. Now, either the positive or negative charges occupy more of one side, and so this balance then changes so that two opposite sides of the molecule have two opposite charges. If you were to attach wires on a charged piece of quartz and bring them close together, you'll be able to see electricity jump the gap, causing a spark.
And that's the gist of how it works. Apart from our lighters, piezoelectricity plays an important part in a variety of professional fields, from music to medicine. The piezoelectric effect can be manipulated to generate sound, and that is how some speakers or even ultrasounds work. Now, scientists are constantly thinking of new ways to put piezoelectricity to use, and one cool idea is that one day, our phones could be charging while we walk. Now, nobody knows what the future has in store, but I hope this video gave you a little bit of insight into our fascinating world. My name is Jay Asala, and I thank you for your time.